Hello students, in last class we learned about the quenching mechanism. Okay, today we learn the date time correction. Okay, then what is the date time? See, the time of travel of positive ion sheath is called the date time as the tube remains insensitive to the incoming particles. See, we learn it in last class, and date time it is about the 100 microsecond. Okay, these are the time which taken by the positive ion to reach the cathode surface. Okay, during that time the GM tube becomes insensitive to detect the incoming particles. Okay, hence it is called a dead time. Then what is the correction for it? We have to learn it. Okay, so we can learn here the dead time to and the correction for dead time. Okay, see, after every count the GM counter remains insensitive to record an incoming particle, that is called the dead time. For every short interval of time is called a dead time tau. Then during this dead time no particle is counted, and that is the some counts are missing here. So we have to apply a correction for the observed count rate. Observed count rate is small n. Okay, it is indicated by a small n. It is the observed count. To get a actual count or a expected count is denoted as capital N. It is the actual count or the expected count rate. See, after every count the GM counter remains insensitive to record an incoming particle for very short interval of time, and it is called a dead time. During this dead time no particle is counted, that is some counts are missing here. Okay, so we can apply a correction for the observed count rate. Observed count rate is denoted by small n. I can repeat once again, the observed count is denoted by small n, and the expected count or the actual count rate is denoted by a capital N. Okay, then see, now the total dead time per second. Okay, total dead time per second, it is given as n tau. Small n is the observed count rate and tau is the dead time. It is the total time period, total dead time per second. Okay, therefore the number of missing counts per second are, the missing counts is equal to capital N is the actual count into observed count into dead time. Capital N into small n into tau. Give equation number first. Okay, also we obtain missing counts per second as, see, we also count as capital N is the expected or actual count. By subtracting the observed count we can get a missing counts. See, by subtracting actual counts, by subtracting a observed counts through a actual counts we can get a missing counts. Okay, then from these two equations, this one is this equation second, from these two equations we can get n minus n, it is equal to n small n into tau. Okay, both are the missing counts per second. Okay, hence we can equate both equation first and second, and we get this equation, n minus n is equal to capital N into small n into tau. Okay, see, we go through the book. This is the derivation part. Okay, you can write it in your netbook. Okay, then by modifying the equation we get capital N is equal to small n divided by 1 minus n into tau. We can arrange for the actual counts capital N. Okay, we can get the formula capital N is equal to small n divided by 1 minus n2, and it is the equation number 3. Okay, then the equation 3 gives the actual count. Capital N represents the actual counts, and hence equation 3 gives us a actual count rate in terms of a observed count rate. Okay, N is the observed count rate, and hence we get a actual counts in terms of a observed counts. Okay, but 2 is an unknown constant for a given gem counter. We cannot know a dead time. Okay, then to estimate a dead time, to understand two standard sources, namely sources with a very small decay constant with actual count rates n1 and n2 are selected, and their count rates are observed independently one after another, that is n1 and n2, small n1 and n2 respectively. See, to calculate a dead time we use two standard sources. Okay, and their actual count rates are capital N1 and capital N2. Okay, we can use here two standard sources having a actual count rate N1 and N2 are selected, and their counts are observed. Their observed count rates are N1 and N2. Okay, respectively. Then we get N1 is equal to small n1 divided by 1 minus n1 into 2. Like that we can get capital N2. Actual count rates for N2 is N2 divided by 1 minus N2 into 2. Okay, these are the equation number for the actual count rates for the N1 and N2. Okay, then see here, this one is for N1 and this one is for N2. From equation 3 we can get, then two sources are mixed together and the count rate is observed as N12. See, the actual count rates for source first is capital N1. Okay, then observed count rate for source second is N2. Okay, then two sources are mixed together and the count rate is observed as N12. Two sources are mixed together and we get a actual count rate is N12. Okay, two sources are mixed together here, where the expected count rate is, what is the expected count rate? N1 plus N2, because two sources are mixed together and hence we expect the actual count rate becomes N1 and N2. Okay, then we can write the equation as, see the next step, N1 plus N2 is equal to N12 divided by, see, N1 plus N2 is equal to N12 divided by 1 minus N12 2. Okay, that is equal to what? N1 divided by 1 minus N12 plus N2 divided by 1 minus N2 into 2. Adding the actual count rates for the two sources. This one is the count rate for the first source, this one is the count rate for the second source, and this one is the count rate for the mix when the two sources are mixed together. Okay, we get this equation. Then we get the next step is, we can solve it further and get the equation. Okay, this step, see, N12 is equal to N12 divided by 1 minus N12 2 it is equal to, see, we can solve it, n1 minus n1 into n2 into 2 plus n2 minus n1 n2 into 2 divided by 1 minus n1 2 minus n2 2 plus n1 n2 2 square. Okay, we can further solve it by cross multiplying this equation. We get the equation see what, by cross multiplying we get the equation n12 minus n1 n12 into 2 minus n2 n12 into 2 plus n1 n2 n12 2 square, that is equal to n1 plus n2 minus twice n1 n2 2 minus n1 n12 2 minus n2 n12 2 plus twice n1 n2 n12 2 square. By cross multiplying the equation and modifying we can get this equation. You have to solve it, then you can understand. Okay, I can roughly draw here. You have to solve it properly, then you can understand it. Okay, full derivation you have to solve in your notebook. Okay, as tau is a very small, constant, okay, the terms involving a tau square becomes very small, hence it can be neglected. The terms containing a factor tau square, we can neglect it because the tau is very small. Okay, hence we can get n12 by neglecting tau square. The remaining terms I can write here, n1 plus n2 minus twice n1 n2 2. Okay, then rearranging for 2 we can write n1 plus n2 minus n12 divided by twice n1 n2. This is the dead time of the GM tube. Okay, see, n1 is the observed count rate for the first source, n2 is the observed count rate for the second source, n12 is the observed count rate for the sources which are mixed together. Okay, by knowing the n1, n2 and n12, that is the observed count rate for the source first, then observed count rate for the source 2, and when the both sources are mixed together, by knowing the observed count rate for that we can calculate the dead time 2. Okay, these are the terms n1 and n2 and n12 are measurable, so tau can be estimated and hence the expected count rate will be estimated. Okay, this is about the dead time. Okay, I hope you all get it. Please solve the derivation and understood it. It is important regarding your examiner. Okay, then in next class we can learn the photomultiplier too. Okay, thank you.